What is a digital twin? Simply put, a digital twin is a virtual representation of a real asset or process that can be, across its entire life cycle, enriched with analytics that can act as a single source of truth to effectively support more dynamic decision-making while helping manage uncertainty. We like to plan or look at them at the portfolio or network level, but simply put, it's what to build, where, when, and how. A digital twin can help shape where new capital expenditures should be prioritized by quickly and relatively inexpensively running many scenarios to determine how changes in population growth, demographics, behaviors, technology, the environment, and the economy could impact demand, and identifying when and how quickly new infrastructure could be required to optimize capital portfolios and increase return on investment. So as a result of this, twins can help reduce demand on a currently strained labor market and ensure that the workforce capacity is focused on optimized projects that we want to prioritize. We define assets just as high level at the neighborhood level, so twins is part of larger public infrastructure investments, major development zones like hospitals, transit-oriented communities, and also at what we refer to as a network level, which is more refined to leverage data for electricity, water, gas, telecom, road, or transit infrastructure. So to dig a bit deeper, peer examples have shown us that twins can be a core part of the solution in delivering significant cost savings across asset classes for the $180 billion that the province has committed to infrastructure spending over the next 10 years. From an outside-in perspective, we've seen that twins could support up to 5 to 30% of cost savings on CapEx, and the same figure, 5 to 30% in cost savings on OpEx as well. Twins with changes in processes and decision-making methods can bring a lot of benefits by delivering capital projects at a lower cost, mitigating the risk associated with cost overrun, leveraging existing infrastructure more effectively to avoid large new builds and CapEx, and just shaping where new CapEx could be the most efficient and integrating them into a system efficiently. So one particular example that we can look at could be healthcare. So over the past decade, limited increase in hospital capacity combined with rapidly growing and an aging population has led to capacity concerns, including hospitals recording over 96% occupancy rates. The provincial government is committed to over $40+ billion in hospital infrastructure spending over the next 10 years, and that spending includes 50 hospital development projects, creating 3,000 new hospital beds by 2032. But digging into that deeper, it's okay, to ensure Ontarians have access to care today and in the future, healthcare administrators and providers, you have to be thinking of things like how many new hospital beds will be needed in the next 5, 10, or 20 years? How will population growth, demographic changes, healthcare utilization patterns, and other factors work together to impact that need? And where and when could new hospitals be built to maximize coverage and optimize access? And could new hospitals be built, or could existing ones be renovated and expanded? And obviously, what CapEx is required for all of that. A digital twin can support with answering all of those healthcare-specific questions faster and more effectively through what we call simulation and scenario-based decision-making compared to traditional old-school approaches. To answer some of the questions I just mentioned, we refer to them as proof of concepts of a digital twin that are in progress. They include typically 5 modules, but an estimation of demand to look at the need for additional hospital beds based on population forecasts or demographic breakdown. Estimation of supply to obviously look at the required supply of hospital beds to match that demand, and optimizing cost of coverage to define what an optimal geographic distribution of beds would be. So you can see how specific we can get with playing with resources that go into the model that we try and specify with a proof of concept, and how detailed we can be with the decisions we try and make with those inputs.